god, I'm dying, man.
Why?
Our air conditioner is currently frozen over. If you can believe
How did
it.
that happen?
I was running overnight.
That still doesn't adequately explain it, but okay.
I mean, apparently if it runs overnight and it's already cold outside, it'll freeze over.
That's a weird issue to have, but okay.
Yeah, I know, it's a pretty interesting flex, but... So
Let's
right
see how fast is the scroll in this one. In the year 2281, the United Earth governs of principalities right. No, that's not happening.
Holy crap, guys. Here's the plot.
I
Get
can
on
barely
with it.
I can barely just silent read it. Jesus.
Armored Warriors like, who cares? I thought you wanted to play a video game.
I mean, maybe I want to know what the details are, just a little bit.
I need to know the exposition.
Yeah. Especially since this game seems to have a little bit more to it.
Enough that it got to be part of another franchise entirely.
Yep. Which is still all kinds of weird. Because it has completely different characters in it.
And even then, like, it's also a completely different style of game.
Mm-hmm. Armored warriors, powers in the armor. Wait, wrong thing.
Not quite.
Yeah.
What a bunch of amazing code names.
Yeah. These guys are all kind of dull, to be perfectly honest. I get why they got replaced.
That was an impressive backflip.
Unit Red Shield begin planetfall immediately. Coral? Coral?
Planet Cool.
Okay.
Sorry. The city of Cool.
Coral? Nobody has any back tentacles. Speaking of story, I saw Shazam today.
How was it?
It was actually pretty good. Easily the best DC movie that they've done recently. It's not a high bar, but it's pretty significant difference.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. Not a high bar, but they cleared it with quite a bit of a plum.
Who the fuck are you? Pick this up, idiot.
Yep.
We'll give you stuff if you do.
Of course. Give you candy. Yeah, one thing that, especially in like Batman vs Superman and, well, mostly Batman vs Superman because that's the only other DC movie other than Man of Steel that I've seen at this point. It actually foreshadows things, builds things up, and pays them off. You know, standard writing instruction.
Also, now we're a tank.
Yep, we're a tank. I don't think I've ever played this two players. So this is all totally new to me. I'll annihilate you instantly.
I think I've only played this with one other person before. I think actually, for a second I'm like, wait, was it you? And I'm like, no, I think it might have been Jake years and years ago.
Yeah, I definitely have never played more than a little bit of this game. Because it really did seem like something that would probably be better off multiplayer.
Also, I have a drill for an arm now.
That works.
That's this game's gimmick. Instead of picking up weapons, you pick up different arms. And legs, I think?
Yep.
Anyway, sorry, I interrupt you while you're talking about Batman
I
vs
was gonna say there's
Superman
no epic
and
look
Shazam.
at it here. But yeah, like it actually has something to say. It's kind of a neat thing about family being what you choose in some cases as opposed to what you're born with. It has decent special effects. The only downside to me is that dang. The only
Wrecked.
downside to me is that they didn't they kind of messed up Savannah. Like he's just kind of like a brute instead of like a scientist, but I guess they were trying to differentiate him from Luthor. And he was always kind of samey to begin with. Differences between Savannah and Luthor are kind of nuanced, so I get why they did that. Yeah, it was funny. It was kind of heartwarming. It had good effects, great dialogue. It was just a fun time.
Good times all around.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with any luck, maybe DC like gets it now.
Well, like I said, they've all but given up on doing like an actual full-on universe. They're just going to do different stories and maybe not necessarily have them related to each other. Which is probably okay because it is very hard to make all that work. Kind of amazing that Marvel's done it.
It's true.
And it takes a level of coordination that DC isn't really capable of at this point. Not to mention a degree of confidence that DC doesn't have at this point.
Well, we're just gonna.
They'll get there eventually, I'm sure, but
Game was just like, yeah, we'll just skip over all that text.
yep.
Dude, fucking jacked my arm. Now I am the dude that can grab things. Not very fun at all, is it, Steve?
See how you like it. Wow, this drill arm is some strong stuff.
However, it can't combo, and once you start, you're kind of committed.
Man, everything has such little amount of life in this game.
I mean, we do, enemies do. Man, those dudes with the grabby arms, not a fan. Mostly because you can't shake them off.
Mm.
Yes, a building. Surely this will protect us from bombardment.
Can't make it up there in 80 seconds. They're history. So now we need to go do something in 80 seconds. A little over a minute.
Around the world in 80 seconds. I feel like I need a completely different arm if I want to actually deal reasonable damage to things.
That's probably by design, I would think.
Or more things that I can actually grab.
That tank tread is pretty cool.
Okay, Burns, but why are you in the field?
Who knows?
Everybody's favorite.
Oh
Ran-
no!
random
Water now.
random underwater segments.
The Big Apple can't take much more of this.
Ah, the Big Apple will be fine.
I mean, it survived a giant dude with a laser beam for an eye.
Well, at least this thing got to make it back for Cyberbutts.
Yeah. Also, giant anthropomorphic flies. It survived that too.
New York survived a lot of things, to be honest.
Yep. Survived the alien invasions and... Ooh, I like this.
How was I on fire underwater?
Magic.
The magic of television. It's kind of interesting to think that this wasn't quite the last of Capcom's beat-em-ups.
Basically, wasn't it Battle Circuit that was the last one?
Yep, it was Battle Circuit.
But this is far long enough where they weren't releasing them everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. It wasn't until Battle Circuit where they're like, hey, let's give you actually like special moves that are viable.
Yep.
Also, the engine can handle it.